mission.
You mean the Rachni, right?
Yes.
They were dangerous, Commander.
Uh-huh.
They proved that 2,000 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt.
I talked to her.
Just saying.
She tried hitting on me. Wasn't interested. It was sad. I didn't want to turn her down, but I also wasn't interested. Alright, goodbye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Heck yeah.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you
I
tell
might
me
have a
this
song
sooner?
stuck in my head from that.
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was.
Until now.
Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, let's go talk to Tali and back.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and and they're not above using me to get to him.
Such an interesting voice. I like it.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's
It makes me
waiting
think
for
of
to do
Josephine
something
from
great
Dragon
on my
Age.
pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve.
This
Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
okay.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, Tyrian homeworld, Palaven, has a metal poor core, generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Palaven evolved some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. The reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term low-level radiation exposure, but they do possess any sort of natural armor. Do not possess any sort of natural armor. Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles and directed energy bolts. Though life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it is built on dextroamino acids. This places the Turians in a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. The food of humans, Asari, or Solarians who evolved in levo-amino acid-based biospheres will at best pass through Turian systems without provide any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be fatal if not immediately treated. Wild. The ancient Quarians practiced ancestor worship. Even after abandoning faith for secularisms, Quarians continued to revere the wisdom of elders. As time passed and technology advanced, they inevitably turned their knowledge to preserving their personalities and memories of elderly as computer virtual intelligences. These recordings become a repository of knowledge and wisdom stored in a central data bank and available through an extranet connection. They held no illusions that this was a form of immortality. Like all virtual intelligences, their electronically preserved ancestors were not truly sapient. This was considered a surmountable problem. Sapience could surely be reduced to simple mathematics. Ugh. The Quarians began exhaustive research into creating artificial intelligence so they could learn to escape the bounds of mortality and give their ancestral records true awareness. Unfortunately, the life of the Quarians did not accept the same truth they did. The Geth destroyed the ancestor databanks when they took over. In the centuries since they evacuated their homeworld, most Quarians have returned to religion in various forms. Many believe that the rise of the Geth and the destruction of the ancestors were chastisement for arrogantly forsaking the old ways and venturing self-made idols. So that's not what I said. Others have more I can't read anything. Philosophical outlook, believing that their race was indeed arrogant, but no supernatural agency lay behind the Geth revolt. Rather, the Quarians' actions wrought their own doom. Either way, every Quarian would agree that their own hubris cost them their homeworld. Jesus, there's so much to read. Words do be hard. What the flip? I just went through this whole thing. What codex did I forget about? Oh, technology. Life as a biotic. Oh my god, this is what happens when I talk to all my party members. Biotics possess extraordinary abilities that they must live with minor inconveniences. The most obvious issue is getting adequate nutrition. Creating biotic mass effects takes such a toll on metabolism that active biotics develop ravenous appetites. The standard Alliance combat ration for a soldier is 3,000 calories per day. Biotics were given 45,000 as well as a canteen of potent energy drink for quick refreshment after hard combat. Another issue is electric charge, electricity accumulated in Starship drive cores must be discharged, and so must the electricity in a biotic user. Biotics are prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. Unfortunately, human biotics face suspicion and persecution, beginning with the popular misconception that they can read and control minds. Biotics symbolize the dehumanization of mankind to people philosophically or religiously oppose the gene modification in cybernetics. Militaries are the only organization that always welcomed biotics, offering them huge recruitment incentives. These, like, there's big words back to back. Kills me. Every time. God, the journal! The journal! Find Dr. Salim. We're not gonna do this right away. We got other... We're still gonna go to Pharaoh's, and that's in the... Oh, Pharaoh's is just the world. Okay. I want to get some of these side missions done. We'll go to the Hydra system. Okay, Hydra system in the Argos Rogue cluster. Oh, should I talk to Joker too? Guess I should. I probably should.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a back
Oh, no, wait.
on me, didn't you? You want me as your pilot. Top of my class in flight school.
What are you talking
Wait,
about?
we've already done
Okay.
this. We've already done this. We've already done this.
In my hands and I'll make her dance for
Bye.
you. Just don't ask me.
Bye.
To get
Bye.
up and
Bye.
dance.
have to go.
Bye.
All right, see you.
Sorry, we've already had a discussion. I don't want to do it again. Codex.
The Norman. Ship mobility dominates
I have
space
to read.
combat. The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges measured in thousands of kilometers, though assaults through defended mass relays often occur at knife fight ranges, as close as a few dozen kilometers. Most ship-to-ship engagements are skirmishes between patrol vessels of cruiser weight and below, with dreadnoughts and carriers only deployed in full-scale fleet actions. Battles in open space are short and often inconclusive, as the weaker opponent typically disengages. Once a ship enters FTL flight, the combat is effectively over. There are no sensors capable of tracking them, or weapons capable of damaging them. The only way to guarantee an enemy will stand and fight is to attack a location they have a vested interest in, such as a settled world or a strategically important mass relay.
Ah, about that. Alright. Hydra. I can't remember what it was. Hydra system, Argos Rogue cluster. Don't forget that, guys.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room. Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
I'm like, why isn't it working? Must be a glitch. And then the comm room. I'm trying to travel, guys. I don't think it's gonna be the council.
Commander Shepard, we've received
It's the
information
council.
that may be...
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
So doing my side mission first.
Noveria, Vermeer, is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby Terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The Terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves.
That's rude. Solarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Task Group. STG operators work in independent cells performing dangerous missions such as counterterrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. The Beastie Boys stuck in my head. The STG is a proactive organization puncturing worrisome trends that before they become movements. At any time, the dozen groups are operating covertly within lawless Terminus systems, sowing dissent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. STG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they're akin to the Council's Spectres. Recently, a number of STG cells have been deployed from Solarian Union. It is assumed they are in the Terminus and Attican Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. Okay. You need to explore Ferris, Noveria, and Artemis Tau Cluster in Vermeer to find the clues that will lead you to the conduit before Saren. Oh my god. Head to Vermeer and rendezvous with the Solarian team. But I'm doing my side mission first. Can't make me. I guess they could if they put like a time limit on it. Excuse me. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans of the planet Veles revealed a small abandoned vessel. Your salvage team brought the ship on board and dismantled it, whereupon they discovered one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings. Jesus, that's a weird name. Or at least I just can't say it. Okay. What's this over here? No. Yes, yes. Wait! I need it. Oh, God. Well, here we are. I thought I was going to be able to just see the locations, but they're sending me there.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems.
We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the council, but you're still human.
They like throw on so
You're
many
still part of the
missions at
Alliance
once.
military,
Feel a
and
little
right now,
overwhelmed.
we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
These names. Getting hella interesting. I like it. I didn't read any of that. Whoops. Antitara is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Hydrocarbons in the atmosphere lend it a distinct brown tint. Okay, that's what that says. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit has detected a large concentration of helium-3. Sweet. Treyland is a lifeless rock with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Sorry, I'm a little nerd. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Silicates, yeah. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarian religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters is the southern hemisphere resembles Thargotus. Cool. How about that? Warning level 1 cold hazard. Salmon has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of cobalt with deposits of copper. Planet-side conditions are hazardous with constant ice storms wrecking the surface. Thessalagon? Standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Thessalagon's atmosphere is tinted blue by trace quantities of methane. What am I looking for? Soul? Yes? Oh! Oh! How about that, Mercury? A handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. Venus. With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research outposts. This is cool. I really like this. Earth! It's got a lot of green. Oh, look at the clouds moving. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's so glowy. Wow, that looks really different. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth's orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitude over 85 kilometers. There's garbage everywhere. Mars, once considered a prospect of terraforming and colonization, the discovery of faster than light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continue. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What's the next one? Should be Jupiter, yeah. Jupiter freaks me out. I don't know, I think it's because of all the storms. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix Corporation's Nautilus facility attached to the underside of Euphora's ice sheet. Someone landed? Someone lives there? Jeez. Saturn has been a major source of helium-3 fuel for fusion planets since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. This is so cool. Uranus, I don't know how people pronounce it. I've heard both. After the development of Mass Effect, did it again, FTL drive, distant Uranus, I don't know what I just said. Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow, for a gas giant, gravity well. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of helium-3 in Alliance space. Wait! Where's the baby? Okay, there it is. I was like, where's my baby? Poor Pluto. Though Neptune, like Uranus, has plentiful helium, its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining before development of Mass Effect drive. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. 70. It's not a big ass planet, there's only 70. I mean, makes sense, I guess. Pluto. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It is mainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orb was circularized in 2157 and as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. That's so cool! That was awesome. Okay. Okay, we don't need to be here. I was looking for a specific thing. What's this? What? Asgard? What? You took... It's wild. I forgot what I was looking for. Hades Gamma, that was one of the places we needed to go. You're so far away. Sparta. That's just the 4. Athens. Okay, wait. I need to back up. I was reading all this and I can't even remember what I was on.